afternoon, good evening, wherever you're viewing from. I'm Laura Thompson with TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach, and you're tuned into the coffee break. And so before we get started with the interview, could you tell people a little bit about who you are, what you do, why you do it, and how you do it?
Okay. I am Francine Prosser-Johnson. I'm a native of San Antonio, born and raised on the east side of San Antonio, and have had the opportunity to come back into community in a new role as the Regional Vice President of Westcare, Texas, Ella Austin.
Wow.
So I'm excited about that. I had spent some 15 plus years with Dr. Diana Burns Banks with South Texas Center for Pediatric Care, where we were working in community and caring for the youngest of whom are with us, 0 to 18 years of age. I worked with Dr. Burns as the Chief Operating Officer, and so it was a wonderful thing.
Wow. Right now, she's the head of the awards, public awards ceremony for the MLK Commission, and we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But she just finished co-chairing the Western Gala for the Lynx, which is a huge event, a huge undertaking. So can you tell us a little bit about maybe what happened and how that turned out?
Yes. Oh, well, very excited. This year was our 24th anniversary of the Lynx Western Gala, which is our signature fundraiser for the San Antonio community. The Lynx Incorporated have been in San Antonio for a blessed and fortunate 65 years.
Wow.
We've celebrated 65 years and our 25th anniversary of the Lynx Western Gala. So it was an exciting time. It is where we work diligently with committee and the entire chapter to raise money for the programs that we have here with the children, with youth, and our scholarship endowment at St. Philip's College, which is $500,000.
Wow. So the Lynx are, really doing some great things, and Francine Prosser-Johnson is a part of that initiative.
It was exciting. My sister, Bonnie Prosser-Elder, and I had the opportunity to co-chair, and under the leadership of our president, Michelle Hayes. And the exciting part was that Doris Horn-Ellison, who is our charter member, is still with us at 99 years of age.
Wow, she's
and
almost at the
65
mark.
Years that she's been a member. She is she is the only living charter member of the San Antonio chapter of the Lynx Incorporated. So
fast forward, you work with the Sam Houston breakfast. Although you weren't a graduate of Sam Houston.
No,
right?
I was not. I'm a Catholic school girl. I went to St. Gerard's on the east side of San Antonio, but Sam Houston is near and dear to my heart. It is the neighborhood high school that I grew up in the Coliseum. So had I gone to public school, I would have attended Sam Houston. So many of my friends did, and I was married to Coach R.A. Johnson, and he was head football coach there for many years, and we would attend the Friends of Sam Houston breakfast, and that was something that was near and dear to him, to continue to be engaged and involved. And with that said, in his passing, I thought that it would be important to continue his legacy by raising money for scholarship and giving scholarships to a male and female athlete every year since he passed in 2013.
Wow, well, what a giving heart. She not only gives her service physically, but, she puts her money where her mouth is as well, and so that's super phenomenal. And that's just a couple of things that she does in the community, but we're here today to talk about the Public Awards ceremony, which is part of the Martin Luther King Commission, and Francine is the chair. And so we've got some things coming up with that she's going to explain to you so that you can get involved and get others involved so people can receive awards, deserving awards in the city.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about
Well, the MLK Commission, which is comprised of numerous people that are working hard and diligently year-round to bring the march that happens, in January. But there are so many other components and pieces of the MLK Commission, led currently by Dr. Doshi Piper, who is the person at the helm of the MLK Commission at this point. But the public awards piece is just one of the other components of the MLK Commission, upon which we all have the opportunity to nominate individuals in our community that have put in the work, that have contributed and given to the city of San Antonio in various ways. And there are 3 awards that the opportunity for us to nominate for, which is the MLK Award, which is, globally an individual that has given to the community, that embodies Martin Luther King's vision and his life. And so that person can be nominated for the MLK Award. We also have the Reverend R.A. Callis Courage Award, which that is someone that we as a community see that exemplifies courage in terms of what they do, stepping forward and putting forth an effort in our community, and sometimes where it takes getting in good trouble,
Right.
to be able to champion an opportunity or just the mission of Reverend R.A. Callis and Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. And then the Baha Unity Award. And so that is another one that really shows in community someone that engaged in church or engaged in some of our community service events or things of that nature. But it's and that they bring about unity in the community by doing those kinds of things. So there's 3 different awards that we can nominate individuals for. And so that nomination was open several weeks ago and will be open until March the 15th. And so we want to provide where persons can do a QR code, or today I'm sharing that it is at www.sa.gov/MLK. And that's where you can go on the website and click on awards. It'll open up to that, and it will show you the 3 different awards, and it'll also show you all of the previous award winners. Wow. So that if you want to look at it and say, well, I'm thinking about this person that I know is an amazing community servant, and you want to look and see, have they already been nominated? And you can look and see if they have, and then opportunity to nominate them.
Wow, so that's phenomenal. We will also, if you also look up in your left-hand corner of your screen, you'll see the QR code that leads you to the MLK, the sa.gov/MLK as well. And so, this is exciting.
Oh, it is. And it's really, we know that there are so many people that work behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, that give of themselves. And so it's just an opportunity for us to give them their flowers while they live. We really, as community, San Antonio is a giving community. And we have a lot of people that work hard to be a part of that fabric of giving back and trying to make a difference in our community. And we need to acknowledge and recognize those people and let them know that we see them and that they are doing the work. Good trouble, bad trouble, just doing the work to make a difference in San Antonio. The work for me, the glory for me is to see that we recognize these persons, these individuals, so that they know that their living is not in vain. We hear those things sometimes when people are no longer with us to hear them. And I use that as an example, Laura, from the perspective of your mother. My mother, they taught us that it's important to give back. The rent we pay is to do the work. Being raised by a mother that taught that, and I know you the same, that we recognize that it's important, the work that you do, what you're doing right now in terms of talking to people and making sure that the information gets out, that's the work, that's the rent, and that's your passion. And we thank God for you and what you do every day to make sure that this community knows about all of the things that are going on and lift people up to make sure that we get the information, and that it then is somebody late at night is staying up doing the work, early in the morning, late at night,
absolutely
doing the work, so that this community stays at the forefront of knowledge and power and ways of us being able to to make sure that we're all safe and well, because there's so much going on in this world right now that would allow us to think in a totally different direction.
Right.
So we have to stay positive and lift the people up that are doing the work.
Right, and we need it more than ever now.
Absolutely.
Than we did before. We've always needed it, but we really need it now.
Absolutely.
So I have another question. So you're the chair of this committee. So how long have you worked with the Martin Luther King Commission?
I have worked with the commission for 10 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
and again, it amazes me, that there are numerous commissioners that have been in the trenches for a number of years. There are 21 people that comprise the commission in terms of the commissioners and in terms of the support staff. We have a treasurer, we have a secretary, we have a vice chair that works, Valerie, that works with Dr. Piper. There's just a lot of work to be done. And we start, you can't pull off a march like the largest march in the country by starting in January. We start in August, with a workshop and meetings that happen consistently. We have the support, of the city. There's just a lot of pieces to the puzzle to bring it all together on the day of the march and beyond.
And you all did a phenomenal job this year.
Thank you.
And the weather was great.
Oh, it was beautiful.
People came out from all walks of life and from all different types of organizations and beliefs. And so it was a phenomenal. Then you had great entertainment. So you did a phenomenal job.
And that's really a part of it. All of those things have to be planned and orchestrated. And then we want the Martin Luther King Commission, the Martin Luther King March, to be beyond that. And that's where the awards piece comes in. And that's where, the wreath laying. And then we have the youth summit. There are all these other pieces of the MLK Commission that make it a whole. The Trinity Lecture Series. All of those are pieces of the MLK Commission that require the work, and people to do the work.
Right. So the public award ceremony, when is that going to be? Where? What time? All of that.
So once all the nominations are in and the nominations close on the 15th of March, then there's a selection process to select the individuals for the 3 awards. Then in May, we have the public awards event, along with honoring the sponsors, the persons that financially support and back the MLK March, and our scholarship participants. So all the money, that is raised, the donations and the money that's given towards the march happening, and then our scholarship event, we then give scholarships to students that are selected. So the scholarship portion, which is led by Tyrone Darden, he is the chair of the scholarship portion, that just closed on March 1. And so they will go through the selection process of selecting high school students here in the San Antonio area that will receive the Martin Luther King Scholarship. And all of that will happen in May, on May 14th.
Wow. So this is a busy commission.
It is. It is. A lot of people doing the work.
Right. And it's not a huge team.
No.
But it's a huge undertaking.
It is.
It doesn't just happen. I know my mom I would tell her I would want to do something, and she would say it's more than a notion.
Right.
It is.
I tell people there are no little fairies that just show up and sprinkle dust, and then all of a sudden you have a march, and all of a sudden you have an award ceremony. All of those are critical pieces that matter. Pulling all the money together. Our sponsorship chair this year, Angela Jolivet, was led by her and her team with Kayla Jackson, and they worked tirelessly to bring in the money, so that we could have to support the different events and the march and all of that. All of these sponsors in the city of San Antonio, the businesses that get under the process and undergird it with their checkbooks, with their money, that's an important piece. We can't do it. No money, no mission.
No, right.
No money, no mission.
So, we want to just thank people for supporting this initiative. And this is, I think this is the third year that you've done the
awards.
public awards in May.
Well, in May, yes, in May, because a lot of times we have done it, we've had separate events, like we do the scholarship event, and we've done that at the Carver, and then we would do the recognition of the awards on the stage at the actual march. But what we've now done is look to combine them and recognize our sponsors so they can see the fruits of their labor in terms of giving scholarship to the children, and then the award ceremony so that those people would be recognized in a public setting with everyone there to applaud their services, and then also the children, having the kids come with their parents to be able to receive their scholarship and be recognized for their hard work.
Wow. Well, I'm super excited about coming to the event. I've never been, so this will be my first time attending the event. And it's again, it's on
May at the historic Redberry. So we are looking forward to you as a community nominating individuals so that we can select the best of the best to be recognized for what they have done in giving back to our San Antonio community.
Okay.
Yes.
So people always ask, can they nominate themselves, or you need
Absolutely.
to nominate someone
No,
else?
it can be a self-nomination. You go in to the portal and fill out the information, and it is then submitted. It is electronic, which makes it easy. Also, the fact that the portal is there for you to see all of the amazing people through the years that have been selected for the Martin Luther King Award, for the Reverend R.A. Callis Courage Award, and for the Baha'i Unity Award. So
Wow.
3 opportunities, three places where we can lift up and show what individuals in this community have done to give back.
Okay, so this is an open invitation from the chair of the MLK Commission Awards ceremony.
Absolutely.
And so thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me on the coffee break for a little bit. Sorry I ran out of coffee before you got here.
I've already had 2 cups. I'm good. I'm riding high.
All right, so you've been tuned into the coffee break on TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global region. And Francine, thanks for joining me for coffee.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for what you do, Laura, and thank you for continuing to do the work.
Thank you.